Testing 1 2 3. This is a test. Testing 1 2 3. This is a test. Testing. How am I sounding audio wise? How am I sounding audio wise? See if anyone is in chat. I don't see anyone yet. Not gonna lie, this is one of those streams where the timing wasn't exactly the best, so I don't know if a lot of people are gonna be coming out for this one, but it is what it is. We'll see what happens. I guess while I'm waiting on that, I can get the background music started. Alright. Let's see. I'm gonna check my phone, see if I can get an idea of how I sound there. Testing 1 2 3. Come on, phone. Oh, I have my Wi-Fi turned off on that device. Okay, that makes more sense. Testing 1 2 3. I'm gonna turn down the volume. It's a bit loud, it seems like. I'm gonna turn down the volume. It's a bit loud. So I'm gonna put it on 1. Hopefully that's not too low. Again, check it right now. I think that's alright. If it's too loud or too quiet, y'all let me know in the chat. Right now I'm not seeing anything in chat, so I'm just gonna chill for a few more minutes and see if anyone comes out for this stream. Yeah, not my smartest idea to do a stream the same night as god dang, the GTA 6 trailer, because I know that's what everyone is really talking about right now. The GTA 6 trailer dropped, and I know everyone is going crazy for that. So I wouldn't be surprised if no one comes. no one wants to cares about me right now. So yeah, I probably should have done this a different day or a bit sooner, but whatever. We got someone, editor extraordinaire. Hey, that's my boy from Twitter. Good to see you, dude. Made it. I finally changed my name. Woo. Yeah. I don't know how you do that. I think you can do that with a certain thing, but I think you can only do it a certain amount of times. But it's cool to see your name changed. Also, my friend Mr. Editor, I don't know if you want me to call you by your other name now that you have your name changed. I don't know what you prefer to go by on Twitch, but let me know how audio sounds and let me know what you would prefer to go by on this stream. In terms of like the name. Audio sounds great, and you can still call me James. Alright, James it is. Cool. Alright, then we're doing great so far. And yeah, the main thing I'm worried about is I just want to make sure the music, y'all, let me know if y'all can hear the background music, because I got background music going. Let me know if my voice is clear, so that y'all can hear me, of course, while I'm talking. And then, you know, obviously let me know if you can see everything on screen and stuff like that. I don't have any rosters up yet. I just got a blank template, but I'll load the roster stuff in a sec. But I want to start this stream with some talking, because some interesting stuff has been going on lately. Editor sounds way too professional. Yeah, that is a I don't know though. Some people go by their specific usernames, so I just want to make sure. The 𝗃𝗲𝗃𝗀𝗳𝗏, as always, coming through. Good to see you, buddy. Very much appreciate you coming out. Shoutouts to you. Ooh, this is gonna be a fun stream tonight. We got some stuff to do. Alright, so now that we have some guests in here, I'll get started with my yapping. I'll start talking. So the first thing I want to talk about is GTA 6 trailer dropped. Does anyone even really care for that? I don't know. Like, I'm mostly fault by people who like Sonic and Nintendo. I don't expect y'all to care much for GTA. As an outsider, at least what James says, as an outsider of the GTA games, I must say GTA 6 looks phenomenal, even though I'll only be driving around and stuff when it comes out. Bro, I'm not even playing the game. Because I don't have a system that's probably going to be strong enough to run it, and I'm not into GTA. That's not my thing anyway. Y'all know me. I don't have a PS5, I don't have a Series X. I haven't really been motivated to get any of those systems. The 𝗃𝗲𝗃𝗀𝗃𝗀 says the DK stuff looks great, and that was the other thing I was gonna bring up. We just got info for the DK theme park. Apparently, it's looking to be as big as how the Mario section is right now. The Donkey Kong park looks pretty interesting and good. My only complaint, which if y'all follow me on Twitter, you saw me complaining about this, because you know, y'all know me, I'm always complaining about stuff. My only complaint is that, man, like, why there's like not a Kremlin in sight, bro. Not a Kremlin in sight. But you know who is on that poster? Those dang tikis from Donkey Kong Country Returns. Like, I don't know what it is Nintendo likes about those things. They really like those things. I don't know what it is. Yeah, it's so dumb. Like, they're still trying to gas up Tiki Kong. It's like no one even remembers his name. I forgot his name. I just refer to him as the Tiki King or whatever. Like, I do not care that much for the Tikis. Now, keep in mind, I don't think they're terrible antagonists. I think they're okay antagonists for the game that they were in. And it makes sense that Donkey Kong, you know, switched it up and went to new villains for his big comeback in Donkey Kong Returns. But, like, it just feels so disrespectful to not have anything for the Kremlings, because they're, like, the main antagonists of this entire series. Like, the original DKC trilogy, the trilogy that put DK back on the map in a big way. Like, that was the Kremlings. Yo, they for real said 𝗂𝗲𝗃 only gets to be an ultimate and then back to the Shadow Realm. Yeah, that's what I hate about Nintendo. Like, they'll bring stuff back for sure, but like a big problem with them is like, for how long though? Like, like this is my big fear with the Dream Friends. Like, I'm like super worried like they're gonna get thrown back in jail. At least with them though, they've made some appearances since then, so they're not completely back in the Shadow Realm. But for characters like 𝗂𝗲𝗃, he has not been as fortunate. Yeah, and the Kremlings have so much personality compared to the Tikis. Right, right, because they parallel the Kongs a lot. Especially 𝗂𝗲𝗃. Like, 𝗂𝗲𝗃 has so many amazing facial expressions. It's great. I would just hate for him to like be completely thrown away. And you know, with all this stuff about a DK theme park, I'm pretty sure that 100% they're gonna tie this into something. Like, I have a strong feeling that not only are they cooking a Donkey Kong game, for sure, like there's some Donkey Kong games somewhere out there being cooked, but I feel like they really are cooking a DK movie, because there were rumors of this too. Like, there were rumors a while back that a Donkey Kong movie is in development, but then they went quiet. And we also did get rumors about a Zelda movie, and now the Zelda movie is announced, and I'm pretty sure the Donkey Kong movie is real too, and maybe they're just sitting on it for the right time, and they're going to have it drop alongside with the game, alongside with the movie. So they're going to have like a huge blast of like Donkey Kong content at once. I think that's what Nintendo is doing. But I swear, bro, in that new DK game and in that new Donkey Kong movie, if the Kremlings are not in it, I'm gonna explode. I'm gonna be so sad. Because I think it's so time to bring back the Kremlings in K. Rool, but I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't know what they're gonna do. Dream Friends have been getting merch lately, so I probably wouldn't worry about them. Yeah, I think they'll be alright. We'll see what happens. Hear me out. What if they remake the OG trilogy? See, I've seen that idea tossed around, James, and my opinion on that is, honestly, the 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝐶 trilogy is one of those sets of games that I really don't think needs to be remade. Like, and I know a lot of people say that for games, especially SNES games that still hold up to this day, but for the 𝗃𝗃𝐶 trilogy, like, those games have such a very specific, unique vibe to them that could be improved by HD, but I don't know. I kind of don't even want to see them touch. I just want to see new DK stuff. Because those games just have such a unique vibe that I don't think is going to 100% be replicated in a remake. That, and I don't want to replay the game. Don't make me 100% or 102% or whatever it is. Don't make me rebeat those games fully again, bro. Don't make me do it. Please. I haven't played DK64. Yeah, me neither, the Talina. I haven't fully beaten that game yet. I've played it, but I haven't beaten it yet. I've heard nightmare stories of people trying to 100% that game. It puts fear in my heart. I don't even know if I want to do it. For that reason, that's kind of why I hope what the DK game is a 3D one. I would love to see Donkey Kong get his big 3D debut. Because again, he's like one of those few Nintendo series left that haven't made that jump, like Yoshi. Like, I would love a 3D DK game, which he made the jump. I mean, but like, come on, like, we want a big, real good one. That's fair, which is why I don't want a Dreamland 3 remake. Zero would not fly. Yeah. See, it's so funny. I keep saying that I would love. And yeah, I know Green Hill is playing in the background. Yeah, my favorite. My favorite song. But yeah, that's part of why I'm like, I say I would love a remake for 64, because 64 I think has a lot of remake potential, actually. And same with Dreamland 3. The problem, they would not get away with 0 and 02 as easily. Like, they would have to nerf those fights, and that would kind of suck. They could just make it to where, like, it's still the same. He's still in, like, a red void, and maybe he just, like, shoots red energy beams or something instead of, like, flat-out blood. But, like, it just wouldn't hit the same, you know? But yeah, I'm interested to see where this theme park stuff goes, because I think for sure it's tying into their movie plans and multimedia plans overall. And I think they're cooking some interesting stuff for 2024. But we'll see what happens. And yeah, the whole blood thing, that's kind of Zero's whole thing. Like, if you take that away, he's very much a standard Kirby antagonist, and he doesn't really have the same impact. So that's kind of why it would kind of suck if he gets to be in a remake, because we'll finally get to see him in HD, but like not to his full potential, you know? You know, speaking of Kirby, like, man, Seeing this Donkey Kong Park and this Mario Park, it really makes me wish Nintendo got a full theme park. I really wish they got a full one, because seeing all the Nintendo series get their own little theme park sections would have been amazing, bro. Like, imagine how amazing a Kirby theme park section would have been. Like, we could have had a Warp Star ride or something, or they could have put the Kirby Cafe there, and we could finally get it in the US. Like, they could have done so much for Kirby and theme park stuff. It would have been lit. And yeah, me too, James. If they had made that happen, I'd be there. It would be lit. The 𝗃𝗲𝗀 says, when we get a DK movie, if 𝗃𝗲𝗀 is in, who will voice him? That's the real question. Again, it's a matter of if he even gets in, because at this rate, I don't even know. Like, for all we know, Nintendo will make the Tikis the villains of the movie, which would just, I don't know, it just wouldn't hit. It just wouldn't hit. I don't even think the Tikis would be great as, like, the sole antagonist of a movie. Like, even if you make them in a movie, I feel like you gotta balance them out with some other antagonist, which is why I kind of want the Kremlings to be a part of a DK movie series. Like, I just think it would be so dumb if they do a DK movie and they just don't have the Kremlings. It just wouldn't hit. I guess they could do something with the Tikis, but, like, the Tikis, they're not antagonists that aren't really meant to talk. Like, the Tikis are kind of like the dark matter and the Kirby villains that are more sort of like a force of nature, because the Tikis are kind of like a force of nature. They're not, like, very solid characters in of themselves. And they work as a force of nature, but, like, as, like, villains that, like, you know, parallel Donkey Kong and his crew, they just don't work for me. Another Dimension ride, walking through Castle DDD, the Kirby suit returning. Yeah, they could do so much for a Kirby theme park. It would be crazy. Kirby will come eventually. I would agree with you, the 𝗃𝗀𝗀, but apparently they don't have much space left, especially for the American Universal parks, because those already have so many other rides that they're building in nearby areas. So I don't think we're gonna see much more Nintendo stuff, maybe, unless they, like, expand to other parts of the park, or they, like, build dedicated parks for them. Apparently they're gonna build one more major area, which I'm gonna guess, if I have to guess what that area is gonna be, that's 100% gonna be Zelda. 100%. Like, Mario and Donkey Kong, Zelda is pretty much next, for sure. What up, Nux? Playing Spyro Free, The Year of the Dragon on my PS1 emulator. Good to see you, 𝗀𝗄𝗃. Thanks for coming out to the stream. How you been, my dude? The 𝗃𝗀𝗀 says, considering they showed how intimidating Bowser can be in the movie, imagine how intimidating 𝗂𝗲𝗀 could be. Yeah, 𝗂𝗲𝗀 could go crazy in his movie. He could go super duper crazy. I really hope if they do use 𝗂𝗲𝗀 in a DK movie, they make him, like, more menacing than Bowser, which is gonna be like a feat, because Bowser was pretty menacing than usual in the Mario movie. Like, people can complain about the Mario movie all they want, but, like, Bowser in the Mario movie was built different. Like, they kept his goofy side, but they made him pretty menacing. Fine, just been watching YouTube, 𝗀𝗄𝗃 says. And cool. James says, hi Key, I would love to see all types of statues of the final bosses all around the park too. And yeah, they could do so much for a Kirby park alone. They could go so crazy. I don't think they'll be too heavy on the final boss stuff, because they don't really do that for merch too much, I think. They'll probably, like, really focus in on, like, the basic Dreamland stuff. Like, they'll give DDD his own area. Maybe, just maybe, they'll make, like, some sort of 𝗷𝗲𝗄𝗃 replica, or the 𝗷𝗲𝗄𝗃 will be a part of the ride or something. And maybe, like, Marx or Nova will get a statue or something like that. I don't think we're gonna see. I don't think they're gonna put a statue of Zero 2 in the park. That would be. I don't think the kids are ready for that. You know me, I would do that. I was like, nah, forget them kids. They need to be strong. They gotta be built different. Oh my goodness. They could throw us a bone, you know, by having like little stone statues of them, like the ones in the games. That would be cool. So one more topic I want to talk about before we get into the roster editing, which is obviously like the main thing I promised that we were going to be doing today. So I want to talk a bit more about Mario Kart because obviously we've been talking about the rosters and stuff, but I have a question for everyone in chat, and my question is, what do y'all think is going to be the gimmick, the main gimmick of the next Mario Kart game? Oh yeah, speaking of Kirby, Sonic fans make it. Oh shoot, I almost forgot about that. I wanted to talk about that too. I wanted to talk about the Kirby Sonic stuff. But you know what? Let's talk about the Mario Kart gimmick stuff, and then we'll get, and then I'll do a special little rant on that because I have some words for that. I have some very special words for that, and I'll probably clip it, and maybe I'll put it on Twitter. But we'll see what happens. Let me read what y'all are saying. James said, "Could you imagine if Kumazaki wasn't watching over the theme park production and they get all their research from Smash?" Yeah, I could see it. Honestly, though, even if they like take the bare minimum stuff, it could still be cool. You know, we'll still get like a wispy replica. We'll still get a little Halbert recreation. We just won't get, I don't know, we won't get like a Lore Starcutter thing, or we won't get references to the Dream Friends like Susie and them, which would suck. Mm. Oh yeah, and they could take cues from freaking Forgotten Land, because Forgotten Land has a whole freaking theme park world. I don't know how that didn't come to mind before. Nah, we're not doing the Smash Kirby representation rant, because I could do that a million times over. I think I've done it on stream already, like 3 times already, or a million times already. Like when I was streaming Star Allies, I was ranting about it. So I'm going to try not to rant about that again. But yeah, back to my question. So what do y'all think is going to be the gimmick of the next Mario Kart? Because I did a thread talking about various possible gimmicks for it. And I'm going to re-go over those thoughts briefly here. So the first one I talked about, or let me just say the original tweet. So I said, I really just want Mario Kart 9 or 10 to be a Mario Kart Ultimate with a nice blend of old and new ideas, but Lord knows what mad gimmick Nintendo is cooking up. I think there's potential for some solid ones though, so I'll give some thoughts. And yeah, James, I don't know what they're going to do either. Like, Nintendo is unpredictable like that, but the first one I talked about was vehicle stealing. And I brought that one up because that one would be one heavily inspired by the Mario movie. Because the Mario movie did a lot of crazy stuff where people were jumping from vehicles and stuff like that. And I think there was a rumor that the new Mario Kart might have a mechanic where like you can fix up your vehicle or something like that mid-race. That was a weird like rumor, but I didn't really believe in that. But like if that's a gimmick, I think that could be interesting. But it could go very, very wrong. And as I talked about with James and on Twitter, that it could go wrong because imagine you're like on lap 3, right? You're on lap 3. You're doing so well in the race. You have a top stat vehicle, but someone like hits you with a red shell or something, knocks you out of your car, snatches your ride, and you get stuck with like a default cart for the rest of that lap 3. Like that would be horrid. That would be horrible. So like if that happens, it would have to be something like in battle mode or something. Like make that a battle mode or something. Because that cannot be something that you do mid-race. Because if I'm playing Grand Prix, I'm trying to get like 3 stars on the cups. And Pink Gold Peach steals my car mid-race. I'm going to be so heated. So we can't have that. We can't do that one. You know, I think it has potential. Like the fixing your cart mid vehicle thing could be interesting, but like I don't know, bro. Another one I talked about was jumping. Like so, I think this is one I've seen a few people mention. Like we add a jump mechanic to Mario Kart to where like you can jump with your whole vehicle and make the courses more like platformy. And I think that's not too bad an idea because we have a few courses that already play with that. With like Mushroom Gorge, like Mushroom Gorge is pretty much that, and I think that could be interesting. But it could be annoying if they might put too many bottomless pits in courses because I don't want courses where like half the track design is bottomless pits. That would be horrid. I get enough bottomless pits from Sonic Superstars, folks. The Talene at BRB. Well, we will be waiting for you, the Talene. We will be waiting. How about every item ever? I don't think they can bring back every item for the sake of balance because like some items in the past are like ugh. Like I was doing research for my next Mario Kart talk series on past items, and there are some that I'm just like, okay, we can't bring you back because you would break the game. I do hope a lot return though. Like I want the double dash items back. They would be really fun, even if it's like a single mode. I want a lot of them back. I think they have potential. And of course, another one we talked about was the Wonder Flower. The Wonder Flower was like a big one we talked about, and I think that one has a lot of potential. I think it has to be like a thing to where like on lap 3, like the Wonder Flower just kind of automatically activates. Like it can't be something to where like one person can grab it and experience its effects because obviously changing like the track design for one specific person would be like a bit unfair maybe, but like I besides that, I think the Wonder Flower has a lot of potential because that just leaves room for anything to happen. Like you grab the flower mid race, the track completely changes and things can get crazy. James says a lot of double dash items did return in Tour. Yeah, Tour brought back up so much stuff, bro. I hope the next Mario Kart takes some things from Tour. Some things, not everything. Do not take anything related to its gacha system, please. Please no. But like Tour had some interesting ideas. Like Tour had the reverse tracks. Those were an interesting concept. It brought back like some mission mode like stuff. It brought back a lot of items, a lot of characters. Like Tour cooked in places. Like I don't care much for Tour because it's a mobile game. A gacha mobile game. Well, not as much gacha now, but it was a very scummy game at one point. But it had some good ideas, and I think Nintendo should take some of those ideas for the next installment. Just be very careful with what you take. And then another one I talked about was the drill. That's like a scrapped one from 8, which I can see why they scrapped it, because the drill, I could see it just basically being like underwater driving, but you like drill beneath the ground and go to different sections of a track. That's how I would see it. Because I don't think it would be like you're like drilling like across the entire track, because then that could be busted. And then, of course, the triple driver mechanic, which is basically double dash, but it goes up to free people. That's probably the funniest one. That is the funniest one to me. Because imagining, like, free people in one car is hilarious. Imagine how dumb the vehicles would look in that game. Do those even, like, how many, like, let me look up some designs for that. Free person vehicle. I guess there's some okay. That's not so bad. I guess if it looks like that, that's not the worst thing ever. But yeah. Yeah, turn James says turning in Baby Park would be hell. Oh yeah, because wouldn't it make like triple items too? So that would be nasty. Yeah, that idea is non-functional, but it would be so funny, bro. I want it to happen just because it's funny. It make that like an optional like chaotic mode, like where you give a notice where like this is not a mode that you play competitively at all, and we're not making this online because the game would like run at like 2 frames per second. But like just have it to where like it's a fun side mode to where like 3 people are in one cart and you just can do the dumbest stuff. I love it, bro. And then there were like I found a thing to where they made a bunch of teams, and I like the teams like Mario, Luigi, Yoshi, Peach, Daisy, Rosalina, Bowser Jr., and put Kamek with them because he's basically the fair to wheel to that group. And then there's all sorts of other combos with the Mario characters you can make. We're not gonna make a Mario triple Thrash or triple Dash or whatever roster though, because that can get even crazier than the ones we're supposed to be making. But I will say I do love that idea. Like if it's like a side thing, that would be fun. Don't make it the main gimmick because that could go very wrong, very wrong. But yeah, dude. Since I know custom items will return triple blue shell. Oh my goodness, bro. The blue shell was nasty just in tour. Like in tour, you could get like quadruple or like quintuple blue shells. You could do some nasty stuff in tour. So having 3 people per vehicle will just make it infinitely worse. And then the final gimmick I put in my thread that I talked about was custom, or not necessarily custom tracks, but like a track editor, like a Mario Kart maker. And that one is not happening for the same reason that I think Mario 3D Maker is not happening, because editing like fully 3D tracks and fully 3D levels is just not happening. That requires so much. That's going to require so much programming and work to make sure everything functions right. People are going to be making the absolute most garbage 3D levels and tracks ever. It's going to be a disaster. Now, if it's like a side thing, that could be interesting, but I don't know. That's going to take a lot of work. The Talene said he had to take care of his pet rabbit. Alright, that's no problem. I feel that. I've never had rabbits. I had like a pet rabbit in one of my schools. Had a pet rabbit, but that's the most experience I got with rabbits, besides wild ones that occasionally pass by the area. But yeah, Mario Kart Maker, it's possible, but it would be a lot of work, and I don't think Nintendo's gonna really bother. I think the only way it'll happen is if we get like, it's like a side mode in like Mario Kart 9 or 10, and they use 2D for it. Like I have like to like throw back to Super Mario Kart, the Mario Kart editor is like a 2D Mario Kart mode. I think that makes it more possible, but as like a fully 3D track editor, I don't know, bro. I don't know. And I'm sure people wouldn't go crazy with it. Nah, bro, yes they would. Yes they would. The things I've seen on Mario Maker, bro. I don't trust this community. Like I give a lot of faith to this community, but not in this area. Oh my goodness. But yeah, I'm open-minded if they can find a way for it to work, but it could go very wrong is all I'm saying. But we'll see what happens. There's a lot of potential gimmicks Nintendo could do for the next Mario Kart. I'm very open-minded to what they do, but I just hope they execute it well is all. So that gets into the last topic I want to talk about before we get back to the roster editing, and this is going to be a not so pleasant talk. So now, and yeah, Mario Maker traumatized us, James says. And remember that infamous 1-1 level? Yeah, crazy stuff. But now, let's have a little talk about Kirby fans versus Sonic fans, because if for those that don't know, there's been a bit of beef on Twitter recently where Sonic fans have been making like baity tweets talking about, oh well, Kirby, compared to Kirby, Sonic as a series is far better. Like this Sonic game is better than that Kirby game, or like Sonic has much more of a bigger cultural impact than Kirby. And it's like, oh my god. Sonic fans, bro. Sonic fans, Sonic fans, Sonic fans. You wonder why so many people make fun of you and don't like you and stuff like that. And part of it is that you have this ego that you don't check. You don't check. Like, why do you compare yourself and try to place yourself above other series when your franchise is the literal definition of imperfection? And this is coming from someone who loves the Sonic franchise. I love the Sonic franchise. It means a lot to me personally. But I hate how Sonic fans are just so aggressive with other fandoms and try to put themselves above them when they can't even bring themselves to criticize their own games. I've seen this time and time again, and it pisses me off to no end. And that's not to say it's not on Kirby fans too, because there are some Kirby fans out there that can take it a bit far. I've seen this multiple times. Like, no fandom is perfect. No fandom is exempt from criticism. But, like, sometimes, man, like, I just gotta call that stuff out because it's ridiculous. That behavior is unacceptable. Especially like there was an incident with one of my friends, 𝗵𝗲𝗬𝗫𝗀𝗀. Like, there was an incident where someone, like, sent him horrible DMs just because of his Sonic opinions. And it's like, that's just so embarrassing, bro. It's so embarrassing to, like, treat people so badly just because of how they feel about a video game. It's a fictional video game. Get a life if that bothers you, Really pisses me off. And right, that's part of why I put it on Sonic fans mostly, because Kirby is a smaller series with a smaller fan base. This is a franchise that for the longest time, like, yeah, it's consistent just like Sonic, so I understand that those comparisons are fair, but, like, Sonic is in a very different position from where Kirby is at a point. And the funny thing is, Kirby was still putting games that had higher quality than y'all's at points. So what are y'all talking about? Ridiculous. Let me read what y'all are saying. The tween says, one thing I know about Forgotten Land is that it didn't need any updates or DLC because it's finished. Can't say the same for Frontiers. Yeah. That speaks for itself. Gandhi says, the Sonic people take so many L's so much they'd rather, be good with the lowest denominator than make the series look good. And they just don't have any self-respect for themselves or the series, and that annoys me. Like, you shouldn't be afraid to call out when the series makes mistakes. You shouldn't be afraid to give whatever opinion you feel on a game. That stuff is embarrassing, and I'm always going to call it out every single time, And I don't do it just because Sega, of my own opinions on how I feel with the current direction of Sonic. I do it because, like, just in terms of, like, giving thoughts on the franchise and how the fan base goes about protecting it. Like, you don't have to go so hard, bro. I get it. You don't like, Sonic being criticized so heavily by other franchises. But if you're going to treat other people like this, of course they're going to clown on you. Of course you're going to get very few nominations and stuff like the Game Awards and whatnot. Ridiculous. But that's where I'm going to end the subject. And I'm sorry if I got, like, really ranty there, but I just needed to be 100% clear about that because it ticks me off to no end how Sonic fans behave sometimes. Ridiculous. Alright. Speaking of the Game Awards, I'm thinking about streaming them this year, but I'm not sure on that yet. I might not. It depends. If I do, I'm not doing a standard stream to where, like, I'm sitting there just watching the show and doing nothing else. What I'm probably going to do is I'll have it, like, in a window, and I'll have the volume very low so I don't get copyright bombed with anything, because I swear, Every year, the Game Awards has something like heavy with the copyright. And if I just let it play, I will get copyrights bombed out of existence, bro. I cannot get that, bro. So I'm probably, if I do stream it, it'll be like a small window and I'll be doing something else. I'll play Sonic, I'll play Mario, I'll do something else. But we'll see what happens. James says, Wonder might lose Family Game of the Year. I don't know who's going to win what, honestly. Like, it's pretty uncertain. I will say, the Player's Choice voting was lame, bro. Like, who got Genshin Impact in Player's Voice? As if that thing didn't, like, already get its W against Sonic. Not that I even hate Genshin, but, like, bro. And don't get me started like with stuff like how they tried to gas up that Harry Potter game. Like, what are y'all doing, Game Awards people? Oh my goodness. I think Wonder will... I don't know. Wonder has to at least win something, bro. It deserves it. It deserves it. It deserves a W somewhere. I think it'll win in that one category that it's in with Sonic Superstars, because let's be real, Sonic Superstars ain't winning that joint. And if it is, oh man, oh man, oh man, that's gonna be something. But I don't even want to talk about Sonic Superstars right now. If we have time, I might. One fun thing I'm gonna do this stream is I'm gonna switch the window to my Switch thing, and I'm gonna play the final boss of the second campaign, aka Trip Story, live, just so y'all can see my reaction to how bad it is. Because I've seen it, I've been spoiled on it and elements about it, but I don't have a grasp to how bad it is. So I might record my live reaction just so that y'all can see me absolutely suffer. But that's if we have time by the end of this madness. And yeah, don't even remind me of the Genshin Impact versus Sonic stuff, because that's going to just make me start ranting about the Sonic community all over again. Let's not even talk about that. I'm done with Sonic, the Sonic fan base in this one. Alright. Now, we can finally get to the roster talk. Are you ready? Are y'all ready for some roster talk? I'm done with Sonic for now. I'm done with... all that other stuff. Let's get into the roster talk. Unless there's another subject to bring up. I don't think there's any other subjects I want to talk about. None that come to mind anyway. So let's get into that roster talk. So I've made some adjustments since the last time we talked. So here is my basic roster from Mario Kart 9 or 10. I haven't changed anything about this other than I bumped up the size so that y'all can freaking see it. But yeah, same roster from last time that I showed y'all. I don't think much more needs to be said about it. However, I did this and I made like a little note thing to like give some notes about elements about the roster people don't know. So for example, like under Bowser Jr. is the Koopalings in a little drop down menu. Or one thing, I think if the Mario Kart roster next game is like really big, I'd probably make it to where like you press the L button or something, or another button to like change costumes, because if you have to like go in a drop down menu, obviously that's not going to work if like the roster is big and covering the whole freaking screen. So I might just make it like that. But yeah, Bowser Jr., he's alternate, and the Koopalings, they're alternates. Pom Pom is under Boom Boom. Topper is the main Brutal, but the other Brutals are under him. The Sprixie Princesses are all under each other. All the Pac-Man Ghosts are under Blinky. No babies because fudge him. And then on my roster here, Pink Gold Peach, Tanuki Mario, Dry Bowser, Koopa Paratroopa, and others like that, like Captain Toad and Dr. Mario, they're also under their respective original form characters. And then yeah, there's colors and costume variants from Tor, including new ones like Warrior's biker outfit from WarioWare. And then I say like 50 plus of these characters are like in the base game, and then the rest are DLC. So yeah, that's my basic roster for Mario Kart 9 and 10. So then we had the elimination round, which I'm still mad about how you sniped Wart like that. Frame 1, James. Like, why'd you do him like that? did him so dirty. What about Baby Pink Gold Peach? We're not touching on that. We're not doing it. You know what? If we're gonna have alternates, and since Baby Peach doesn't really have any others, maybe we can just make that a fun like alternate for Baby Peach in my roster at least. Maybe we can do that. But yeah. That was from the elimination round. So if we had to like eliminate one of the rows, or at least a row's worth of characters, that's who we all chose to eliminate. So rest in peace, those guys. If we eliminate those characters, but then let's get into Mario Kart Ultimate. So last time we made a huge roster. We made a huge roster where like we put every Mario Kart character in existence that's ever been playable, minus a few that I'll talk about in a sec. However, I had to make some changes to this roster. So I want to give a shout out to, I got to look up the Twitter name because I forgot his Twitter name, but I want to give a shout out to, let me pull up his name. Come on, Twitter, let me pull up his name. Okay, Nick Sullivan. I think that's his name. I want to give a shout out to Mr. Nick Sullivan, Mario Gamer 1118, because he pointed out that I put 2 Dry Bowsers on the frickin' roster. Because the reason why is because when I was making the rosters, I generalized it like, oh, the Mario Kart 8 DLC characters. But I accidentally forgot that Dry Bowser was a returning veteran. So I accidentally bundled him in, and I accidentally put him in twice. So I had to rearrange the roster slightly to accommodate for that. And to balance it out, I put Captain Toad, because Captain Toad is the one like character that I see as a variant that is counted as a separate character on the Mario Wiki. Like, the Mario Wiki sees every other character as an individual, except for Captain Toad for some reason, because I guess for some reason they see Captain Toad as different from Toad. So I was like, fudge it. I don't want to rearrange the whole roster, so I'm just going to put Captain Toad where Dry Bowser once sat. So there we go. That is our roster for Mario Kart Ultimate. Generally, it's the same as when we built it last time. I just had to change some positions. I think it's nice and neat, though, because the tour characters, all the tour newcomers besides Captain Toad, all are on one row. Everyone else is in order, minus the arcade characters, and I think we're all pretty satisfied with the newcomers. How y'all feeling on the final version of this roster? Any other thoughts? Before I go to the next slide. Sip of some water. I'm not seeing any objections, so I think we're pretty much set on this roster. James says great roster, and yeah, this is probably the best case scenario. Like, if we get this roster, it's gonna be lit. But don't get your hopes up. Don't expect a roster that looks anything like this. I don't even know if we're gonna get an everyone is here type roster. Excuse me. I don't even think we're gonna get an everyone is here type roster, because like that requires Nintendo like being really specific with details with this franchise, and I don't know if they're gonna go as crazy like with Smash, because Sakurai is a different beast from the average Nintendo developer, let me tell you. But yeah, I guess I'll go to the next slide. And basically this explains anyone who's missing from this one. So obviously we took out 𝗵𝗍𝗄 because he's probably in copyright hell. Same with Miss Pac-Man. No variants in their ults from Tour, minus Captain Toad on this one because I used him to replace Dry Bowser. And then the first 70 plus, which are like the ones that are like the veterans, are the base roster. And a few of the newcomers are on it, but then the rest are DLC. So I think that's it for our rules on that one. So that's going to bring us to my readjusted roster for my Mario Kart 9 and 10 one. I forgot to put this slide earlier. But yeah, I readjusted the roster for my Mario Kart 9 and 10 one so that the positions are a little better. So like the top 2 rows are like the main Mario characters. Then I have a row dedicated to Donkey Kong characters, including like Pauline. I put her there since I figured she'd fit there. I got a row dedicated to bosses. I got a row dedicated to minor enemy characters. And then like the last 2 rows are kind of like the crossover is characters, and then like there's one more row for like Mario characters from all around, like 𝗃𝗏𝗃𝗃𝗃, Cappy, all Captain Syrup, all that stuff. So yeah, I readjusted the roster. So hopefully that looks nice and clean. So now that we have covered all of those, we can get to the new rosters, everybody. Are you all ready? Are you all ready for the new rosters? Here we go. So the first roster we're going to build tonight is we're going to build a roster for a 𝗿𝗲𝗳𝗃 sequel. Now, this isn't Mario Kart Triple Thrash. This is not the free people per cart one. We're just going to build one for a straight 𝗿𝗲𝗳𝗃 sequel game. And I'm very curious what characters y'all think would make this, because 𝗿𝗲𝗳𝗃 is a very unique game. You know, every character has a partner, so basically what I imagine is it'll be similar to 𝗿𝗲𝗳𝗃, where every character imagined on this roster would have a partner. So we're not sitting here taking forever. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring back the original veterans from the 𝗿𝗲𝗳𝗃 roster, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna add another 20, so that we're doubling 𝗿𝗲𝗳𝗃's roster from 20 to 40, and then that's it. That's the roster. So let me go ahead and add the veterans, and then while I'm doing that, y'all give me some ideas for newcomers. So let's see what we got here. This is gonna be real interesting. Alright, so far I've got, alright, so far I've got a lot of the essentials from 𝗿𝗲𝗳𝗃. We got Mario, Luigi, Peach, Daisy, Yoshi, Birdo, Donkey Kong, Diddy Kong, and then Bowser Jr. So now let's talk about the debatable veterans from, you know, 𝗿𝗲𝗳𝗃. So first up, the babies. Do we want to keep any babies going into this roster? Now, for me, y'all know how I feel about the baby characters. So if it were up to me, them boys are going. I think for this one though, because the baby characters are, you know, they debuted in 𝗿𝗲𝗳𝗃, and they were like these weird, unique characters for that game. For this one, I'm going to bring, at least for this one, I will bring back Baby Mario and Baby Luigi, because fudge it. Or you know what? What if what I did was bring back Baby Mario and Baby Peach? Or do y'all say, you know, fudge the baby characters and we could just bring in some new ones? I wouldn't miss them myself. Everyone's saying they wouldn't miss them. Yeah, boy. So screw it. We're throwing the babies to the Shadow Realm again. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, y'all see the vision. I'm proud. I'm proud of y'all, chat. Oh my goodness. Okay, so the babies are out. So that leaves the Koopa pair. So Koopa was in 𝗿𝗲𝗳𝗃, and his partner was 𝘃𝗶𝗱𝗄. So I think it makes sense to bring back Koopa, because he's a veteran. He's like from the first Mario Kart game, and he comes back a lot. So I think it's fair that we bring him back. However, do we bring back 𝘃𝗶𝗱𝗄, or do we give him a new partner? And if we give him a partner, you know, who should be his new partner? How do y'all feel about that? And I have a few ideas for what to do with Koopa. So we could give him dry bones. We could give him a normal Goomba. We got options with Koopa. I'm curious how y'all feel with him. We'll put him here because I think it makes sense to have him. And then while I'm waiting for a response, and then while we're talking about that, the last pair is Petey and King Boo, who I think it makes sense to bring them back. They're definitely a weird pair. So I had some ideas to some new characters I could add in instead of having them be partners. But if we want to like really hold that nostalgia for Double Dash, maybe we keep them partners. But I'm curious what y'all got to say on it. Yeah, I think Paratroopa can stay. Y'all want to keep Paratroopa? You know what? Sure. I'm not the biggest Paratroopa guy. I would probably make his partner something else, but if y'all want to keep him, sure. Alright, so how many do we have so far? We got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. So we're almost to 20. So since we cut the babies, we have 22 characters to add. So we have 22 free slots. 22 potential combos we could add. Alright, so right off the bat, a character we need to bring in is Rosalina, because she's a mainstay and it makes sense to bring her in. And an obvious partner for her is, of course, Illuma, because, you know, those are the creatures she's most associated with. We could give her Lubba if, you know, if you want to like rep Mario Galaxy 1 and 2. But I'm just going to say fudge it. Let's just, oh my god, why is it huge? I'm going to say fudge it. Let's just add Illuma. Cappy and Pauline, that's a good one. That is a good one. Yeah, they make a lot of sense. K. Rool and Crunch. So you mean Crunch from Diddy Kong Racing? That's a fit. That brings up an interesting point though. Are we like diving into Diddy Kong Racing for characters? Because if we are, well, is Crunch from Diddy Kong Racing, or is he thinking of another Crunch? Let me look this up. Yeah, that's the Diddy Kong Racing character. So if we're diving into Diddy Kong Racing, I guess we could use him. But if we're just talking like K. Rool specifically, I don't. Or no. If we're just talking specifically, you know, Mario characters and all that stuff, I don't know. Let's see. Trying to find an icon for K. Where is your icon, bro? Fudge it. We'll use your smash one. Because I have one on the Mario roster, but I'm just like, fudge it. Let's just use... Or you know what? Yeah, let me grab his Mario Kart one. It would be that or just a regular Kremling. Yeah, a regular Kremling would be kind of boring. So you know what? Does Crunch have an icon? I'm trying to see. If not, we're just going to put a render of him. Yeah, this time I'm not giving a darn about like the icons and stuff because that made last stream take forever, so I'm not going to worry too much about that. Alright, who do we got left? So how many spots we got left? We got 2, 4, 6. I need to divide these up better. So let's see. Alright, let's do 5 per row. So that way, that gives us 8 rows to work with. So 5 on that row. My goodness. There we go. So 5, 10, 12, 14. So we need some more pairs. Now I'm going to look at some fanmate rosters and see if they have some interesting ideas. And yeah, Crunch could be interesting. Hear me out, Funky and Dixie. So that reminds me of another pair I was going to suggest. So here's the thing. Funky and Dixie have no chemistry, bro. Like, they have no chemistry. And I do want Funky and Dixie on the roster. So what I'm thinking is maybe not Funky and Dixie, but maybe Funky and DK and Diddy and Dixie. Kitty. Oh no, bro. Kitty Kong? Oh no. Oh no, bro. Another one I was thinking is maybe Cranky and DK, and then Diddy and Dixie, and then Funky with another Kong. Yeah, I was just thinking that so that we have 6 Kongs. And who would be the 6th Kong, though? Because obviously Donkey Kong, Diddy, Dixie, Cranky, and Funky. And then we need a 6th one. So Kitty, are we adding Kitty Kong to this roster? Is that who we pick? We're not picking Lanky? Oh no, bro. That sounds horrible. Absolutely devious. Alright, you know what? To have one of those joke wacky characters, let's get Kitty on here. So let's put let's obviously put DK with Dixie. Let's put him down here. And then we'll put DK. Because you can make any Kart combination, so it doesn't really matter too much. But like, oh my goodness, the idea that we're bringing back Kitty just for this game is hilarious. So we grab Funky, and then now we gotta grab an icon for Kitty. Oh my goodness, that's so hilarious. Or Chunky. Yeah, that would make more sense. Chunky. You know what? Who would probably make it is Chunky, because Chunky was in the movie. And he was like the character that was with Diddy and Dixie. So Chunky might make more sense. Is Chunky related? I know Chunky is related to Kitty. Is he related to Funky? Oh my goodness. Do I need to break out the Kong family tree? Is that what we're doing? Do I need to get the Kong family tree to determine who gets the roster spot? And yeah, it would also give DKC free a rep. Dang. You know what? I'll give it to... Oh, fudge it. I'll give it to Kitty. And you know what? Maybe this is our consequence for shadow roaming the baby. Maybe this can be our penance for shadow roaming baby Mario and baby Luigi. We can suffer, and we can put Kiddy Kong on the roster. Oh, he's so hideous. He doesn't... Oh. Why does he look like that, bro? Oh, no. Okay. There he is. I cannot believe I have him here. And stay tuned, James. The next roster might surprise you. The next roster might surprise you. Hang on. Okay. Any other pairings we got? So let's see, Mario Kart Double Dash 2. Let's see. I'm seeing one pairing I'm seeing is someone paired Honey Queen and Wiggler. Bro. Come on, y'all. Do y'all think that's a good pair? It makes sense. They're both bugs, I guess. That's not the worst dynamic, I guess. Meadow Mario and 𝗃𝗄𝗄𝗆. You already know, James. I'm not giving a slot to 𝗃𝗄𝗄𝗆. If the babies ain't here, you know, dang well I'm not giving 𝗃𝗄𝗄𝗆. She can be a variant, I guess. I guess assuming variants return, she and Meadow Mario will theoretically be here. For sure. But, man. Ooh, Metallic Madness. It just came on. Banger. Yeah, 𝗕𝗲𝗵𝗻 was in his bag when he made this one. Let's see. 𝗂𝗲𝗄𝗆 and 𝗵𝗲𝗁. Nah, I don't think 𝗂𝗲𝗄𝗆 is gonna happen. 𝗂𝗲𝗄𝗆 is not happening because there's no way. Like, especially after the whole Bowsette fiasco, Nintendo does not want to see another goth-looking Peach blow up ever again. super sure they're not letting that happen. Oh snap, Gino and Mallow. That's easy money. Why didn't I think of that? Oh shoot, let me get them. I don't know how I didn't think about that. And oh, I just saw. Yeah, I just saw that, James. That's why I said it's a stretch. Yeah. If 𝗂𝗲𝗳𝗄 comes back, that would be crazy though. If Nintendo actually makes that a real thing, that would be crazy. I don't think they will though. I think they're sick. They're sick and tired of these goth peaches blowing up and making the internet just go caveman brain. Are we still? Have we decided how we feel on Wiggler and Honey Queen? That's like one pairing that I think makes sense. Captain Sir, who would she even be with though? That's a problem. A lot of Mario characters, they don't have too many connections. So like it's hard to make pairings with some of them. Like for example, 𝗵𝗵𝗻. If we put 𝗵𝗵𝗻 on this roster, who would 𝗵𝗵𝗻's partner be? Like did we put him like with, I don't know, the squirrel from New Super Mario Bros. U? Is that who we're gonna make playable? Like that's a big problem with Mario. Like there's not too many characters that have like that dynamic. You know what? Screw it. I'll give it to Honey Queen and Wiggler. Why not? Alright, we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32. So we're almost there. We've almost built a roster for this one. Prince Florian and a Poplin. You know what, James? I'm going to give you a win this time, and I'm going to let the Poplin go on this one. I'm going to let the Poplin here. Why not? I'm not seeing any icons for a Poplin. Uh-oh. I might have to custom make one. There we go. Alright, I'm checking fan rosters, seeing what else I can find. Kamek. Again, who would we pair Kamek up with? Kamek and Dry Bones? That's not the most fitting one, I guess. Oh, a Pinata and a gnocchi. You know what? Let's do that one. Because I didn't get a gnocchi in Mario Kart Ultimate. So screw it. Which gnocchi is in Mario Baseball? Oh, let's use this one. Because there's like multiple types of gnocchis, so... Alright, I think we have 4 spots left. And yeah, again, that's the problem. There's not that many Mario characters with that close of a dynamic. So it's like hard to build a roster for these characters. Unless you like pair a bunch of clones together, which heck no, I'm not doing that crud. Trying to see who else we can do here. Oh, I just remembered my one that I had in mind. Okay, so for this one, you know, since we had the WarioWare characters in Ultimate and in my other roster, 2 WarioWare characters I'm gonna add to this one are 𝗕𝗲𝗪𝗀𝗳𝗋 and 𝗵𝗵𝗋𝗀𝗀. So those 2 goobers I'm gonna add to this roster. And they'll be the WarioWare reps for this roster. I'm just gonna make them share like one slot here, because they're ones that I figured would be an interesting character. Since they're already a pair and they drive a freaking taxi, they could bring a freaking taxi to Mario Kart, which I think would be cool. 𝗃𝗵𝗄𝗊𝗁 and 𝗵𝗵𝗹𝗁, they have like 0 chemistry. But you know what? I might just say fudge it and add them. But let me see if I can find another pairing that I like. Because that one has like 0 chemistry. But you know what? I might just say screw it and add it. I feel like there's one I'm forgetting. Oh, Link and Zelda. That's one I wanted to do. I just remembered that. Because I wanted to get Zelda. I think it would be funny to see Zelda in Mario Kart. And just see her like have fun with Link for once. And not fight to the death with Ganon. So I wanted to add Link and Zelda. So you know what? I'm going to add... Where's Link? That's one I really wanted to do, because I think it would be funny to see Princess Zelda in Mario Kart. There we go. And yeah, Crunch has an interesting story with him, so he could actually be a pretty fun character to come back. So there we go. That's our 𝗵𝗲𝗳𝗁 sequel roster. Not the most amazing roster, but I think it would be pretty fun. This on another day, I would probably change some of the characters of this roster for sure. There's probably some combinations I'd like a little more. But you know what? I think I'm satisfied with this for now. So we'll leave it. On another day, maybe I'll change it. And of course, the Mii's would be back by the default, of course. So yeah, I'll clean up this roster and add some stuff maybe another day. So now, let's get to a big one that I know James has been meaning to talk about for a long time. A big one. So, you ready? A Mario and Sonic Olympic roster, because me and James have been talking about this. We've been talking about this for days and months now. The rosters of the Mario and Sonic Olympic games, like the original roster for the first game and the second game, they're fine and they're good. But it's so stupid they have not expanded the roster since the second game. It's so dumb. So we're just gonna make a roster where they bump up some of the characters in the next game, like who we want to see, basically. And I went ahead and I made icons for like the basic characters and some of the ones we might want to see, James. I went ahead and did that so I don't have to sit here and make icons. But maybe I'll make some new ones in a minute. But all right, so James, I'm gonna really take some advice from you on this one because I know this is one you're really passionate about. So how are we structuring this? So let me look at the roster for London, because that's like the main one. Okay, so the roster for London, at least the base roster, and no guest characters, because that's another thing. Like, this series really loves to like hide its new characters, quote unquote new characters, as guest characters, which are characters that can only play in one sport and thus aren't fully playable. So it's super lame. But here we're going to make a roster of characters that are playable across all sports. It's bumped up from that freaking second installment. So let's get started. So on the Mario side, the characters who have been here from the start are Mario, Luigi, Peach, Daisy, Yoshi, Wario, Waluigi, Bowser, Bowser Jr., and them. So I think I have them all on the template. I think they're all here. So I think we all agree that those guys can come back. But who I added is I added Toad. I added Toadette and I added Diddy. So how do you feel about those additions? Are Toad, Diddy, and Toadette interesting picks? Or are there other characters? Because another issue, James, is that we have to make sure Team Mario and Team Sonic are even. And while I was thinking about how to build this roster, I was like, oh shoot, like how are we going to make sure that this is even and stuff? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put like a theoretical build of what I have so far. So this is everyone. So this is the lineup I currently have, I think. So I have Mario, Luigi, Peach, and then Toad I have here. I have Daisy, Rosalina. Oh, and I have Pauline. I didn't even realize I put Pauline here, but yeah, I threw Pauline here because a big one I wanted to add with Team Sonic is I added Cream and Rouge. So then I figured, okay, well, let's add two of the Mario girls that are missing, which is obviously Rosalina and Pauline. So I added them. Pauline I do not add here, so you know what? Let me find something for Pauline. Pauline hasn't even been in one of the Olympic Games yet, which is surprising. Maybe she'll be in like the next one or something. And I'm just going to add her tennis outfit. Because why not? It's probably not the one she'd have, but... yeah, why not? And yeah, if Toad has to be the referee, we could just have Toadette be our Toad rep. And that's the thing, Toad could just be the guide character with 𝗲𝗲𝗳𝗲𝗄. Like, cause Sonic doesn't need a Cream to be the ref. Like, we have freaking 𝗲𝗲𝗳𝗲. We'll just use 𝗲𝗲𝗳𝗲. See, but here's the thing, James. Like, there's multiple Toads. Like, we could have Captain Toad be the referee. Since he doesn't friggin' jump anyway. So we could have both Toad and Toadette. We don't have to sacrifice one of them. The heck is Rosalina? Oh. And Jet, where is Jet? That's the thing. Again, we need to make this evenly spaced out. And the thing is, like, do I really want to give a slot to Jet? Which I guess he can have one. I guess. He's certainly not at the top of priority for me. Alright, who am I missing on the Mario side? I got Mario, Luigi, Peach, Toad, Daisy, Rosalina, Pauline, Yoshi, Warrior, Waluigi, Donkey Kong, Diddy Kong, Bowser Jr. Oh, I don't have Toadette yet. Okay, so if I add Toadette, I have to add another character for Team Mario. And yeah, Trip could be interesting, but again, we have to like add another Mario character to balance it out, and I don't know how many freaking Mario characters we're gonna be able to pull. At least for this spin-off, it depends. And yeah, Sage. I know Sage is like a big one you want. I didn't forget. So let me go ahead and add everyone else. So Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Amy, Cream. Blaze. Rouge. Shadow. Silver. Eggman, he's gonna go on the bottom. And then a big one with me is I want to add all the chaotics. Like if we're gonna have one of them, screw it. Let's just add all of them. They don't. Again, they don't have to be referees. We could just have Chow or something hold their job. Okay, so we have Toadette, Bowser, and Bowser Jr. So how many do we have on each side? I think everyone is even now. So I think everyone is even. We have 1, 2, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. So yeah, everyone is even right now. So we're evened out. Oh yeah, Nabbit. Nabbit could be a good addition. Nabbit is going to be so funny, bro, because there's some sports where he has to use his hands. So, like, he'll have to put his freaking money bag down. But there are instances where he's not using it, so I think Nintendo would allow it. Unless they're, like, really strict about that. Like, they're strict and they're like, no, Nabbit must always hold the freaking money bag. Which, if that's true, well, F. If not, I think it'll be okay. I think we can have Nabbit. So let's there she is, the child. There we go. The Talene says, the Mario and Sonic series is how I was introduced to Sonic, with Sonic Unleashed being my first Sonic game. That opening still goes hard and hasn't been topped. Yeah, a lot of Sonic fans get introduced from some of his Nintendo entries, which he has had some solid ones. Unleashed is pretty good. So James, at least by what we have now, assuming we don't add like another 2 characters, like we would need 1 more for Team Sonic. So who are we adding on Team Sonic? Because Team Sonic needs 1 more. And I'm thinking Trip could be a good character to add. That wouldn't be bad. I'd probably add Trip. Oh yeah, James, something else I wanted to show you. Someone made a roster that has all the guest characters with it, along with the standard characters. So if we combined all of the possible playable characters in the franchise, I think, then it would look something like this. Wait, why is Storm here? Has Storm been in one of these games? I know Wave was in one, but I didn't know Storm was in one. Classic song. Bro, don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. You know dang well I'm not putting Classic Sonic on any roster. Never. I never want to see that gremlin again. Oh my goodness. Let me look up and see. Has Storm been in one of these games? That's so weird. Oh, this roster is lying to me then. It says Storm has not been in any of these games. So this roster is lying to me. Storm is just kind of made up on here. You're lying to me. I don't think Xena's been in one either. So I think this is just a fan-made one that just adds certain characters. Dang it, I got tricked. I am pretty sure everyone else though has been in an Olympic Mario and Sonic Olympic installment though. And yeah, you know me. If I had a choice, every Zeddy is getting cut out of whatever this roster is. And I'm not wasting a spot for Eggman. Eggman N is what I'll call him. I'm not getting caught slipping. Oh my goodness. But yeah, everyone here has been... And I would add Omega just to like complete Team Dark. I would add Omega for sure. Because like I think all the characters that are part of the teams in Sonic Heroes, they should always be standards in Sonic rosters. But in this case, in this specific sub-series, I don't think Omega would fit. Like he's a big bulky dude and I don't think I could picture him doing every single Olympic sport. So I can see Omega sitting this one out. So you know what? Just to have a character that, you know, kind of parallels Nabbit here, screw it. Let's throw Jet in here. Why not? He's a cool character. So there we go. That's our roster. How do you feel about this one, James? So we have Mario and Luigi to parallel Sonic and Tails. We got Peach and Toad, which Toad doesn't parallel Knuckles, but you know, they're the big four of the Mario crew. Like the big four of the Mario crew is Mario, Luigi, Peach, Toad. And with Sonic, it's Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, and Amy. And then Daisy and Rosalina, Cream and Blaze. We got Yoshi, Pauline, Shadow, and Rouge. Vector, Silver, the Wario Bros, Donkey Kong, Diddy Kong, the rest of the Chaotix, Bowser, Bowser Jr., Eggman, Metal Sonic. And then we have Toadette, Nabbit, and Sage and Jet. So there we go. I think that's a pretty balanced roster. The Talene says, one thing I hate about them is how they represent lazy, and with 𝗲𝗲𝗃 especially being a ripoff of Bowser without the likable traits. Yeah, I've ran it a million times already why I don't like the Deadly Six, and I'm going to be doing it again in one of my future videos. So I'm not even going to waste my breath. A funny story with the Deadly Six is, I'll probably tell this again in that said video, but like I once, when they were first revealed, like based on how one note their personalities were, I was convinced that they were based on the 7 deadly sins, and that there's going to be like a secret 7th member, and that they would have like a lot more depth to them, but obviously that didn't end up being the case. So now that we've built our Mario and Sonic roster, we have one more to build for tonight. One more to do. And we're done. Which, before we get to that last roster, and honestly, I'm thinking that I don't want to build this last roster, because I have ideas for it, for sure, but the more I'm thinking about it, the more I'm just like, I don't want to build this roster. I kind of just want to talk about, like, the possibility of the game, because we could build this roster, but I don't feel like building it anymore. I think we've built all the rosters I want to for tonight. And yeah, the dynamic could go crazy for this game. Again, if we get another installment, another thing I want to see is I want to see the unique victory animations. That's like a big thing I really want to see. I take a minute just to like play the victory animations on screen, but I don't really think that's possible because I didn't load up a scene with the with my browser. I should always have one ready to go, but that gets into the last thing that I want to do tonight. So that gets into the last thing I want to do tonight. Like, I did have one more roster I wanted to build, but I decided, you know what, I don't really want to build this roster. I feel like that would just waste time, because I didn't pre-make icons for the last roster, so it would waste a lot of time. So you know what, we're done with the roster building. So now, let's have some fun. Are y'all ready? Hang on, let me stop the Sonic Mania music. I find it hilarious that the last track that I had going was the freaking Mania final boss theme, because that's going to be fitting to what we're going to be doing tonight, folks. Yep, Sonic Superstars time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the last level of Trip's story live, and I don't expect it to beat it tonight at all. I do not expect to beat this tonight, but I'm gonna play it just so that y'all can see me, you know, react to it and just absolutely suffer, because y'all need to see, because I think that would be fun. So, ooh boy. And I hope y'all don't mind spoilers, because obviously spoilers, but yeah. Oh boy, so let me close all my tabs and switch into the game one. So give me a sec. Alright. Close you. Close you. Close you. Close you. Close you. There we go. Alright. Now switching. So is, and hang on, you know what? Let me switch back. Alright. Ooh, I hope this runs well. My PC might run hella slow trying to do this. Because I haven't even streamed Sonic Superstars. I think this might just be the first time I stream the freaking game. Oh yeah, I gotta adjust the volume for the thing too. So give me a second to do that as well. And yeah, you know the drill. Like, this game also has an obsession with referencing old stuff, so it gets on my nerves, bro. All right. So is the game clear for y'all? Can you guys see the game? And let me know how it sounds. So can you guys hear the game and see it? Let me know in chat. Yes, I can see it and it sounds great. Okay, so is the game too loud? Is the game like overpowering my voice, and is my voice overpowering the game, or is that all good? Let me know. Before I start. Alright. Let's get this party started, y'all. Oh my goodness. And I'm gonna be playing the game, so cause I have to like switch tabs, so I'm gonna like, y'all ain't gonna see my comments perfectly. I'm gonna be very focused on the game, but let's get this party started, y'all. Here we go. And yeah, don't get me started on, you know, how we needed Christian Whitehead back over RSS, bro. That's a whole other conversation. Believe me. But yeah, is everything running well? It seems like it. Okay. Let me check my volume on my end. Testing. Testing. Seems like it's working. Alright, it's game time, folks. Y'all ready? Oh man, and let me tell y'all, I've been playing Trip Story over the last few days, and I have absolutely hated this mode. I've hated so much of this mode. It is nothing but pain and suffering. The level design is so dumb. It's so dumb. And we're about to see that full force, so here we go. Oh my goodness. Alright. Alright, let's get into it. And y'all let me know if anything comes up with the thing. Alright, here we go. Act 2 Egg Fortress. I haven't played it yet, but this is the last level in the game. Unless there's like a secret Act 3 or something after this, I have no clue. I have no clue. So, I'm gonna play this real quick and let's see what happens. I'm gonna play up to my first few attempts. I don't know. Depends on how far I get. We'll see what happens. Uh-oh. Here we go. Alright. Oh god. Oh my goodness. Ah! Goodness. Wait, that was a bottomless pit? I thought that... What? What? Was I not supposed to go up here? What the hell happened? I thought the level was going to continue. Okay. I even want to keep going. I'll just take the gravity blocks away then, I guess. Maybe I wasn't supposed to go up there. I wish they were clear on that, but okay. Nothing here. Wait, what? I am so confused. Okay. So maybe there's like something I have to wait for, because I'm so lost. Like what where did the level go? Where did the platforms go? Oh crap. Oh, am I screwed? Okay. Maybe that's what I have to do. Okay. Alright. I completely forgot about her wall climbing thing, so maybe that's what I had to do. Oh my god, these damn special stages. Oh my goodness, why? I might fail on purpose because I don't want to play these right now. I want to focus on the level. I think y'all have some comments, so let me read those. The Talene says, with how these recent Sonic games have turned out, time and budget isn't the only problem. The teams are a big problem too. And yeah, Sega in general just has a lot of building to do. But let me continue playing the game, y'all. So I'm gonna chalk that last one up to me, you know, not realizing what to do. So I'm not gonna blame that on Sega. Alright, super form, baby. Friggin' out of here. This is so funny. Look at her go. I might be making a grave mistake, though. Let's see what comes up next. Can I go this way or not? I guess not. So I gotta fly. Move out of the way. I hate how sluggish Trip's dragon form is. It looks like I'm going slow, but like this form is just so sluggish to control. That's something I could rant about, but I'm not even gonna bother. All you need to know is like it could control far better than it does. Slowly. Oh, this freaking section. Now I'm glad I got the rings for this freaking section, because this first section was so annoying beforehand. Please tell me a checkpoint is coming up. I would not want to do that without a super form. Please. Oh my god, no! 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 Oh no! Oh no, bro. I'm in so much trouble. And yeah, the form reminds me of Toothless. Yeah, but... Oh my god, I gotta do this section now without a super form. I am in so much trouble, bro. I am so... Oh, crap! Oh my goodness. Why is this... Like, this hallway was one of my problems with the last act. Like, why is it so long? Why do I have to dodge flames for so freaking long, bro? Why? Like, this mode has no restraint. Ah, crap. It's so hard to turn on this. And then you can't even jump because the flames are, like, high up. So, I don't think it's as bad as in... Oh, my God. Okay. I made it. Alright. Oh my god. Oh! Oh my god! No! Dang it! And yeah, James, this is just a taste of how bad this level design gets. It is egregious in other places. This isn't so bad. I'm just being, like, stupid a bit, but, like, man. What hit me? Oh, the flame. Oh my goodness. You You can't even jump here, which is what you're supposed to do, because, like, that's the whole thing. Oh my god! Why does it go so freaking fast? I don't have time to platform. I can't just run because then I'm gonna miss a step and die. Jesus Christ. This hallway is just so dumb. Oh crap! I meant to like sting, but it didn't grab there. Alright. So... Okay. I hate this so much, bro. Oh my goodness. There we go, I made it. Oh my goodness, can I get a checkpoint, please, so I can... so I don't have to do it again. Don't make me do it again, please. There we go. Yeah, that's real nice. What? What? Y'all saw that, right? Y'all saw that, right? What? I know I'm not tripping. Y'all saw that, right? Someone clip that, please. Clip that. Oh my goodness. This game is so... Oh. Oh my goodness. Please clip that. That is beautiful. Oh. Okay. All right. Great collision detection. Okay. Let's try that again. Oh my goodness. That is perfect. Oh shit. Okay. That one's on me. But like, oh my goodness. That is a crazy glitch. Oh, that's real nice. Yeah, I love it when one hit from an enemy can just like knock me into a pit and make me restart. It's brilliant level design. And why do you just curl out of your spin dash sometimes, bro? Okay. Oh my goodness! It's hard to rush through when you have 20 million enemies. And yeah, the 𝗃𝗲𝗄𝗃, that was a beautiful death. That was beautiful. I'm glad I caught that live. Oh crap. I forgot how that section worked. Ah crap, I forgot that. Okay. Yeah, I'm rushing through it. I'm not thinking straight. I'm sorry. I'm like so distracted from that death. I'm like, it's like in my mind. So let me try and focus up a bit again. Hey, checkpoint. Nice. Wait, am I supposed to go up or okay? Yeah. Oh crap. Goodness. It's hard to tell where these enemies are gonna shoot like this. Oh my god, another one of these halls. I know, it's easier. Alright, I think I'm at the final boss, because I know this room way too well. This is the boss, so this might be it, folks. Here we go. Here we go, the boss. The infamous one, y'all. Give me strength. Here we go. Oh my goodness. Oh no. Oh no. Ah! Are you... That was insta-death laser? Oh no, bro. Are you kidding me? He froze the insta-death lasers? What? Oh my god. Please tell me that is not... Please tell me that's not his... Oh my goodness. Goodness. When do I get to hit him? Was that my cue to hit him? Oh no, oh crap. What is he doing? Oh no, bro. What is he doing? Ah, dang it. Ah, dang it. That is my opening to hit him. So shoot. How am I supposed to get close if he's freaking like... If I'm supposed to be dodging insta-death lasers? That doesn't really leave a wide opportunity to hit him. Which side is he even on? Oh, right. Alright. Oh crap, I missed him. Crap! Ah! What do you mean it gets worse, the 𝗃𝗲𝗃𝗀𝗃? What do you mean it gets worse? There we go. I finally got a hit, boys. Alright, now he's gonna do this other attack that I have no idea how to dodge. The screen is... Gosh, they're getting faster. And this is why these bosses are so annoying, bro. Like, why do I have to cycle through so many, like, of these attack phases to get a hit on him? Alright, here we go. There we go. Wait, what is he doing? What is he doing? Oh my god. I thought he was about to bust out a new attack. What is he doing? What are you doing? Alright, so it's not too bad so far. I think I've got it figured out. If I knew how many more hits he had left, I would use one of the special powers. I have no idea how many hits he has left. Ah, crap. And shoot. And already I'm down to one ring. Alright, here we go. Oh, did I win? Is it over? Are we free? Are we free, y'all? Ah! What is that? What is that? Oh no, bro. What is that? Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. What is that? What do I need to do? Ah, crap. Oh crap! Well, damn. Well, damn. Wait. Wait, 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 wait. Now wait a damn minute. There's no way. There's no way. You start... So you don't even start from the Fang Robot phase. You start all the way over? You start all the way over if you die on the Fang Robot? Yeah. 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 Alright, I've had my share for tonight, y'all. I've had my share for tonight, y'all. I have had my share for tonight, y'all. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream. I have had my share for tonight. And heads up, the Fang Robot can be bugged. So the not only is the boss you have to do the boss in one go, but it's bugged. Ain't no way. Man, I don't even know if I'm gonna beat this game in time for my review. Am I even gonna be able to beat this game in time for my review? That's crazy. Alright, well, I guess I'll figure it out myself and see if I'm able to beat it next time, but for now, I mean, there's nothing else I can really do. Like, I could sit here and attempt it 10 million times, but I don't know if y'all want to sit here and watch me rage quit. I just found it hilarious that I actually found a bug on stream. I didn't think you could die like that. That was crazy. So I'm going to end it here. And thank y'all for coming out. This was a crazy stream. Yeah, thank you, James, for coming out. I always appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed the rosters we made. I'll probably post them when I'm not bored. Thank you for coming out, 𝗿𝗲𝗳𝗏. Always appreciate it. Thank you, 𝗀𝗲𝗄, all you other folks. And I'm just going to end the stream here, so... that was an interesting thing to react to, but I'm done for tonight. I'm done for tonight.